We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Seattle Mariners. The Angels are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Yusei Kikuchi, a Japanese left-hander, is tasked with the starting job. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Here comes the first pitch. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. Well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off.
Coming to the plate now, Dom Thompson-Williams.
The center fielder, Dom.
The 0-1 pitch. Up the middle. Wong for 1. Out. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. So striding in, Cooper Smiley. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Cooper.
Ready to deliver.
Smiley.
Here's the first pitch.
Hey, have a rip. Like you can't.
Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. Needed just. Now at the plate, Patrick Wisdom.
Now batting, number 22.
Ready with the 0-1. Just down and hits this one on the ground to short. And quickly, there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Tom Murphy will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the hit to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as digging in the switch hitter, Cooper Smiley.
Shortstop, Cooper.
First pitch coming, here it is.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number. Digging in now, Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. It's the ground ball to first. This might be 2 for 1. On to first, and they get them both. And now for the Angels, Cooper Smiley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
That's popped up. Wisdom takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Seattle Mariners seal up their 30th win at home on the season.
First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left.
We are under the lightning as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Seattle Mariners. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Nick Margevicius, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Slow roller down the third baseline. Reined in. Dig. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Ready now for L.A. Cooper Smiley. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Cooper Smiley.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Good one up there, huh?
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Come on, run it out.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Stepping in, Cooper Smiley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Cooper
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
That's inside. Hey, get a good one.
The set and the 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels. So coming to the plate, Cooper Smiley. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Back.
Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Rodriguez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Cooper Smiley. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Smiley.
He's set, and the pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Have a look.
Ready now, Jose Martinez. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 0 for 8.
You're next up there. Need you right now.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. But this is speared by the first baseman. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 0-2. Popped him up.
Run on. You're scoring.
Left. And that's the 3rd out.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game.
No errors. They left 14 men on.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Seattle Mariners. It's Mariners baseball, and it comes your way next. Marco Gonzalez, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Thompson Williams has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. And he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games.
Murphy.
On the ground out to short. Right to him. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. Digging in, Cooper Smiley. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Cooper.
First offering on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Gonzalez has racked up over 800 innings in his big league career, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of. And the throw is in time to get him to retire. Stepping into the box, Cooper Smiley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Wong, base runner at first with 1 out. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next will be the right-handed hitting Jose Martinez. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in now for the Mariners, Evan White comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's set. Here's the 3. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. Digging in, Tom Murphy. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. To the left side. He's right there. And finally, there's the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Cooper Smiley, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
See it, drive it. Let's go right here. Now get your pitch here, square it up.
Here's the 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And the tag gets him. But they cut the deficit to 1 as a run does come across to score.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. The opener. Austin Pruitt will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Fielded cleanly, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Next up for the Stros, Miles Straw, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club for. On its tailor-made to short. 4-3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue. Ready for another chance? Cooper Smiley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Smiley.
Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
1-1 the count. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
2-2 the count. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Ready with another 2-2. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea.
Now batting, left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Hit on the ground out to short. And there's out number 2. So digging in now, Cooper Smiley, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Smiley.
From the stretch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
Let's go, kid. Here we go.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. 3 runs already home here.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
Angel shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 2-2 one more time.
Come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Here we go.
Drilled on the ground to short. Right
Come on,
to
get
him.
down. Come on, beat it out. Beat it out.
Throw on to smoke at first, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Past
Now
meetings
batting,
with Andrew
second
Heaney.
baseman,
He brings with him a
Jose.
.313 bat.
Altuve.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Cooper Smiley. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Smiley.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. 2 gone. Digging in once again, Miles Straw. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. On the ground over to first. Reined in. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
It's really tough to...
Now at the plate, Cooper Smiley. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
Smiley.
Hit hard, but foul.
Get a good rip on it, huh?
Set to deliver the 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Angels down to their last strike. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance.
Come on, big guy.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Houston Astros came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.
7 runs on 9 hits.
Daytime baseball. Lance McCullers, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's having a real solid season up to this point. And I know he'd like to get one more notch in his belt to get to that 200 Ks on the season. He's awfully close, so you'd have to think in the back of his mind.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Mike Trout.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it.
Smiley over at second. Martinez on at first with nobody out.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box now, Justin Upton. And as the season nears an end, he currently leads the league in runs batted in. And the throw in gets away from him.
Well, some games take a little time to heat up, but not this one. We're just 5 batters in, and the bases are already juiced. Almost hate to say it, but this might be the turning point of the game already.
Shohei Ohtani digging in next. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, it's been an absolute...
Digging in, Cooper Smiley. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Fastball well outside. McCullers has tossed more than 170 innings today and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s.
Come on, let it rip right here.
Now here's the pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Yeah, great job right there. Squared up that ball.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Martinez. He drew a walk his first time up.
Jose Martinez.
Hit on the ground to third. Bregman has it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Cooper Smiley. He singled his last time up.
Smiley.
He's set. Here it comes. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Van Gansen is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Billy Hamilton. No hits to this point.
Hamilton.
To short.
1-1-1.
And that's the second out. Standing in, Cooper Smiley, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
See it, drive it. Let's go. Right here.
Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
Now here's the pitch. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and this is taken in for the second out. Into the box, Miles Strong.
Now
so far 2 for 3 in this one. To second for. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We've played 8 full. It's the Angels 2 and the Astros nothing. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Cooper Smiley. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Smiley.
This ball will be chopped foul.
Hey, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, get a good one.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Now the 2-1. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Striding into the box, Jose Martinez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. They pick up a run.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked
for the
back.
victorious Angels, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 12.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball on the show. Next. Jose Urquidy is on the mound for Houston in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one. And if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. At the plate, Cooper Smiley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here. Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Standing in, Cooper Smiley. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Come on, let it fly.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Back.
Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Man, this guy's on his game today.
Stepping up now, Carlos Correa.
The batter,
He's
number
hitless
1.
in 3 at-bats to this point.
Carlos Correa.
On the ground is short. 2. Wong for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. In now, Cooper Smiley. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Smiley.
Here comes the first pitch. Outside with that slurve of his. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, come on now, big guy.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Here we go, baby. Find a good pitch.
1-2. Here it comes. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Hey, the more things change, the more they just stay the same for this guy. That's save number 4.
Shohei Ohtani will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan Plesac, what do you got? Now to the plate, Cooper Smiley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Angels,
here it comes.
The shortstop, Cooper Smiley.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
Now at the plate, Jose Martinez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Martinez.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Kepler's there for it. Makes the play, one away. So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that brings up Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Polanco is under it. 2 gone. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Here's Justin Upton now.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Justin.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Justin Upton. His first homer here in the series, and the Angels move ahead here. It's 2-1.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, come on, guys.
The 2-2.
Got hold of my hair. What's up?
Pitch popped up. Flores is there for it. But it's the shortstop that gets there. And the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4. Digging in for his second at-bat, Smiley. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here.
Come on.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Up next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. The 0-2 home. Grounded softly down the line toward first. To second. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it. Stepping in, Cooper Smiley. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Now the 1-0. Fouled away.
Good pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
A 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. The next twin up, Mitch Garver.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first. A double play. So striding forward now, Eddie Rosario. His career numbers in this matchup, 2 hits in 7 tries. The 2-2. Back up the middle. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down go the...
Come on, right here, one side.
Into the box now, Cooper Smiley, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now a fly ball, but far too shallow to get that run in. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping into the box, Jose Martinez, and their runners at the corners now.
Jose Martinez.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Lined into right field, and it's going to get down. A base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Mike Trout.
The 1-0.
Nope.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Let it fly right here.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Justin Upton the next to hit. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yeah, and that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
To second for 1. Throw to first, not in time, and the go-ahead run is across to score.
Yeah, that's always a tough turn because it usually takes a long time to develop, and someone has to go over to first to cover. This time, they just get the 1.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Cooper Smiley. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Hey, when he's right here, here you go now.
Hey, your pitch, no one better.
Hey, no one better, huh?
Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul.
Hey, right guard.
0-1, here it comes.
1-1. Look out, 1-1. Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch. Here we go, no one better.
And the fastball sails on him, and that gets away. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
Here we go, punch up right now.
The 1-2. Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
Punch up, drive him in for us. Hey, drive him in for us, we need you.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging, he struck him out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. A step on the bag for one. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
11-9 is how this one ends. The Minnesota Twins win the opener here in the division series.
The final line
Aroldis Vizcaíno. Andrew Heaney is on the mound for game 2. Stepping into the box, Cooper Smiley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Angels,
now the pitch.
the shortstop, Cooper
Tight
Smiley.
break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Let's go, kid.
Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first. So stepping in, Eddie Rosario. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Eddie.
Grounded back up the middle, right to him. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side. Striding in once again, Cooper Smiley. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Sent on the ground out to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and
Now
the guy shoots one to the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Chasing after it is Rosario. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. So there's the first out here in the Angels' third. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout.
Wow.
This one's down to third. Oh, and it beats him up a bit. The right here for 1. On to first, not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
And kids, this is why you all...
Digging in and looking for more, Cooper Smiley. He singled his last time up.
Smiley.
Ball 1.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded to first. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. At the plate, Eddie Rosario. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Rosario.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Jorge Polanco. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Polanco.
Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Bottom of the inning now. At the plate,
And
Cooper Smiley. He flew out in his last at bat.
Shortstop, Cooper.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. He's got it. And they won't have a play as he reaches it first. Let's see how this is scored.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Ready once again, Jose Martinez.
Right fielder, Jose Martinez.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
No one better. Let's go, kid.
Now the 2-0. High in the air out towards shallow right. Kepler's there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. So one away now for the Angels in the 7th, and that brings up Mike Trout. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Here's Justin Upton now.
The left fielder,
go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down.
Upton.
This is on the ground over to first. Santana's got it. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Now batting, Cooper Smiley. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Shortstop, Cooper Smiley.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Martinez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish.
27.
He was a ground out victim last time up.
Trout.
The 2-2. Line drive to left.
You're scoring, you're scoring, you're scoring.
Rosario is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. Angels lead it 5-3.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
Take our leave. Time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Halos have evened up this series at 1 game apiece. Noah Ramirez pitches well enough to get the W. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon.